Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Easy English Podcast with Emily and Michael.
Hey guys, we're really happy you're here with us today.
I hope your day is going well so far.
And today we're talking about something that looks simple from the outside, but feels much more personal in real life.
Yes, today we're talking about confidence in everyday life.
Which is a really interesting topic, because many people think confidence is something big and dramatic.
That's true.
They imagine a person who is never nervous, never doubts themselves, and always knows exactly what to say.
Yes, like someone who walks into every room feeling perfect.
Exactly.
But I don't think real confidence looks like that.
Me neither.
I think real confidence is quieter.
That's a very good word.
Thank you.
So maybe we should start with a simple question. What does confidence mean to you?
For me, confidence means feeling steady enough to be yourself.
Wow, I really like that.
I mean it.
That's beautiful.
I don't think confidence means being the loudest person in the room.
Definitely not.
I think it means not fighting yourself all the time.
That's such a strong point.
What about you?
For me, confidence means trusting yourself a little.
I like that too.
Not believing that you are perfect,
No.
but trusting that you can handle normal life.
Yes, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Like talking to people, making choices, saying what you think, trying something new, recovering from awkward moments.
Exactly.
I think many people imagine confidence as a personality type.
Yes. Like some people have it, and some people don't.
But I don't think that's true.
Me neither.
I think confidence changes depending on the situation.
Definitely.
Someone can feel very confident at work and very unconfident in relationships.
Yes.
Or confident with friends, but not in new social situations.
Exactly. I think confidence is often very specific.
That's a great point.
Some people say, I'm not a confident person, but maybe that's not fully true.
Right.
Maybe they are confident in some areas and insecure in others.
That's much more realistic.
Definitely.
Do you think you are a confident person?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Honest answer.
Always.
Same.
I think I'm more confident now than I was before.
Me too.
But I still have moments where I feel awkward, unsure, or too self-aware.
That's so relatable.
What about you?
I think I look more confident than I always feel.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
I can seem relaxed, but inside I still have doubts sometimes.
Yes, I think many people are like that.
Definitely.
Confidence from the outside and confidence from the inside are not always the same.
That's such a good distinction.
I think so too.
Let's talk about where confidence becomes difficult in daily life.
Good idea.
I think one big area is social situations.
Definitely.
Meeting new people, joining conversations, speaking in groups, saying your opinion.
Yes. Those moments can feel very exposing.
Exactly.
I think many people become less confident when they feel observed.
That's very true.
When they think, everyone can see me, everyone can judge me, everyone can notice if I say something strange.
Yes. And the funny part is, most people are thinking about themselves.
Exactly.
That's one of the strange things about insecurity.
What do you mean?
I mean, when we feel insecure, we imagine that everyone is focused on us.
Yes.
But usually, they are busy thinking about themselves.
That's so true. I think confidence gets weaker when self-consciousness gets too strong.
Definitely.
If I'm overthinking how I look, how I sound, how I'm coming across, I feel less natural immediately.
Same.
And when I feel less natural, I feel less confident.
Exactly. I think one of the biggest problems is that people often wait to feel confident before they act.
That's such an important point.
Like, I'll speak when I feel confident, or I'll try that when I feel confident.
Yes.
But sometimes confidence comes after action, not before.
I completely agree.
If you wait for perfect confidence, you may wait forever.
That's so true. I've noticed that small action often creates confidence.
Like what?
Saying one sentence, asking one question, sending one message, going to one event, making one decision.
Yes, the first step matters a lot.
Definitely.
I think confidence often grows through evidence.
That's a really good point.
You do something, survive it, and then your brain learns, okay, maybe I can do this.
Exactly.
It's not magic, it's experience.
I love that. I also think confidence is connected to self-talk.
Absolutely.
If your inner voice is always critical, confidence becomes much harder.
Yes, that inner voice matters so much.
If every small mistake becomes proof that you are awkward, bad, or not enough, then of course confidence will be weak.
Definitely.
I think many people speak to themselves in a way they would never speak to a friend.
That's very true.
They are harsh, impatient, and unforgiving.
Yes. And then they wonder why they don't feel strong inside.
Exactly.
I think confidence needs a certain kind of inner safety.
Wow. Yes.
If your inner world feels hostile, it's hard to relax into yourself.
That is such a good sentence.
Thank you.
I really agree with that.
What helps you feel more confident in a social situation?
Honestly, preparing a little helps.
That sounds very Emily.
I know.
What kind of preparation?
Not anything extreme. Just knowing where I'm going, what kind of situation it is, maybe what I want to wear, maybe the general plan.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
It reduces unnecessary mental noise.
Yes. Less uncertainty, less stress.
Exactly.
For me, confidence often gets better when I stop trying to perform too much.
That's a very good point.
If I try too hard to be impressive, funny, or smooth, I feel worse.
Same.
But if I just try to be present and real, confidence comes more naturally.
I love that. I think fake confidence is very tiring.
Definitely.
It may look strong for a moment, but inside it feels unstable.
Exactly.
Real confidence feels calmer.
Yes. Less performance, more presence.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Do you think confidence is related to appearance?
Sometimes, yes.
Me too.
I don't think appearance creates deep confidence by itself.
No.
But I do think feeling comfortable in your body or clothes can help you relax more.
Definitely.
If you feel uncomfortable, distracted, or not like yourself, that affects confidence.
Yes. Small physical discomfort can become mental discomfort very fast.
Exactly.
I think one underrated confidence habit is choosing things that help you feel more like yourself.
That's such a good point.
Clothes, posture, sleep, calm mornings, even simple things like that matter.
I agree. Let's talk about confidence in speaking.
Good idea.
Because I think many people struggle with that in daily life.
Definitely.
Saying what you think, asking for something, answering clearly, speaking in front of others, all of that can feel difficult.
Yes. And I think many people confuse confidence with speaking loudly.
That's such a good point.
But confidence is not always loud.
No, not at all.
Someone can speak quietly and still feel very confident.
Definitely.
And someone can speak loudly while feeling very insecure inside.
Exactly. I think speaking confidence often comes from trusting that you don't need to be perfect.
I completely agree.
You can pause, you can search for a word, you can say something in a simple way. You can be human.
Yes. That actually makes communication much easier.
I think people put too much pressure on every sentence sometimes.
Especially when they really want to be liked or respected.
Exactly.
I've noticed that confidence gets stronger when I focus more on connection than performance.
Wow, that's such a good sentence.
Thank you.
It's really true, though.
I think if I'm trying to connect, I feel more open.
Yes,
But if I'm trying to impress, I feel tighter.
same. Do you think confidence and comparison are connected?
Definitely.
Me too.
Comparison weakens confidence very quickly.
Yes. Because then you are no longer living from your own center.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
I think comparison makes people forget their own pace, their own style, their own strengths.
Exactly.
They start thinking, I should be more like that person.
And then confidence disappears because you are trying to become someone else.
That's so true. I think one part of confidence is accepting your own way,
I love that.
not in a passive way,
Right.
but in a real way. This is how I speak. This is how I think. This is my energy. This is my pace.
That is such an important idea. I also think confidence grows when you keep promises to yourself.
Yes, definitely.
Not huge promises, small ones.
That's an important distinction.
If I say I will do one thing and I do it, I trust myself a little more.
Exactly.
And that trust becomes confidence over time.
That actually makes a lot of sense. I think many people want confidence without building self-trust first.
Wow. Yes.
But if you don't trust yourself, it's hard to feel steady.
That's very true.
So, maybe confidence is not only about how you appear.
It's also about the relationship you have with yourself.
Exactly.
That might be one of the deepest things in this episode.
I think so, too. By the way, if you enjoy listening to Simple English with us, don't forget to subscribe to Easy English Podcast with Emily and Michael.
And if you think this episode can help a friend with English, feel free to share it with them.
We'd really appreciate that.
Okay, let's keep going.
Let's talk about confidence after mistakes.
That's a very important one.
Because I think many people lose confidence very fast after one awkward moment.
Definitely.
One weird sentence, one mistake, one uncomfortable interaction, and suddenly they feel like everything is wrong.
That's so relatable.
But I think real confidence includes recovery,
Absolutely.
not never making mistakes, but knowing how to stay kind to yourself after them.
That's such a strong point.
I think one of the healthiest signs of confidence is being able to say, okay, that was awkward, but I'm still okay.
Wow. Yes.
Because awkward moments are part of being human.
Definitely.
They are not proof that something is deeply wrong.
I really agree with that. I think some people believe confidence means always looking composed.
Yes.
But I think confidence also means not collapsing inside every time you feel embarrassed.
That's so true. It means not turning one moment into a whole identity.
Exactly.
Not saying I felt awkward, so I am an awkward person forever.
That's a great distinction.
I think so too.
Do you think confidence changes with age?
Yes, definitely.
Same.
I think many people become more confident as they get older, not because life becomes easier, but because they stop trying to be perfect all the time.
That's such a good point.
They become a little more realistic,
A little more kind to themselves.
a little less interested in performing.
Exactly.
I think life teaches you that being fully loved by everyone is not a real goal.
Definitely not.
And Once you stop chasing that, confidence can grow.
I love that. I also think confidence becomes stronger when you realize that most people are thinking about themselves much more than they are thinking about you.
Yes, that truth is so helpful.
It really is.
It softens the pressure.
Exactly.
So, if someone listening says, I want more confidence in everyday life, where should they start?
I would say start smaller than you think.
That's a very good answer.
Don't wait for some giant transformation.
Yes.
Start with small, real situations.
Like what?
Say one honest thing. Ask one question. Hold eye contact a little longer. Make one decision without asking 10 people. Go somewhere, even if you feel a little awkward.
I really like that. My answer would be pay attention to your inner voice.
That's very strong.
Because confidence does not grow well in a harsh inner environment.
Very true.
If you want more confidence, your self-talk must become a little more supportive.
I completely agree.
Not fake positive, but supportive.
Yes. Real and kind.
Exactly.
I would also say this. Confidence often grows after action, not before it.
That should be written somewhere.
It really should.
Because many people are waiting for a feeling that usually comes later.
Exactly.
So, what's one area where you want to feel more confident right now?
I want to trust my own decisions a little more.
That's a very good one.
What about you?
I want to feel more relaxed in new situations.
That sounds very honest.
I think so too.
And very human.
Definitely.
So, maybe the message of this episode is simple.
Confidence is not perfection.
It's self-trust.
It's honesty.
It's calm.
It's being able to stay with yourself, even when things feel a little awkward.
Exactly.
So, that was our conversation about confidence in everyday life.
Thanks for spending this time with us on Easy English Podcast with Emily and Michael.
If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe to the channel and share it with a friend who is learning English too.
We'd really appreciate that.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.